Hello guys! Welcome back to my channel, mga shalak! Today is January 1 and papunta ako ngayon sa gym para mag-workout. I am just so happy and motivated to start this year with gratitude, happiness, and being grateful for what I have right now. For all the memories that I had, blessings that I got in 2025. I know sobrang napaka roller coaster ng naging journey at buhay ko noong 2025 compared sa nakaraang taon, yung 2024 and 2023. 2025 was all like learning, pain, heartache, lahat na siguro. Changing job, mental stress, I had everything. But I had so much that lead to a lot of like learning. It make me so like grateful, mature, lahat. And be grateful for really what I have. Na-undervalued ko din yung mga blessings na meron na ako, yung mga things na hindi ko napapansin na sobrang halaga pala for me. And yung mga things na sobra kong pinapahalagahan na wala palang kwenta. Chinese joke lang yun! Nandito na naman tayo. Baka sabihin na naman, kung sino-sino naman yung pinariringgan ko, no? Wala naman. Shalak! Doon pala sa nag-comment, guys, about hindi talaga daw niya maintindihan yung 401k, Roth IRA, at saka mga retirement savings and investment. Explain ko daw na para siyang 5 years old. Diyos ko, Lord. Charis, joke lang yun. I mean, naiintindihan ko yung mga ganong comment because even some of my friends, nung una kong inintroduce yung about investment and how investment, stock market work, hindi rin nila maintindihan. As in, kahit gaano na ako paulit-ulit, yung parang hindi talaga nila mag-gets. Sometimes, yung iba nagigets na, pero yung concept nagigets na, pero naguguluhan pa rin. But sabi ko nga, do not invest or do not put your hard-earned money in things that you do not know. Even my sister, I am not encouraging her to like go into something na hindi niya alam fully or hindi niya fully understand. That is why I always give advice to like buy gold, buy land, buy gold, buy land, buy yun. Kung yun lang talaga yung parang nakasanayan mo. But of course, you are always free and dapat mag-explore ka rin ng ibang investment vehicle or other forms of investment to make you more diversified because diversification is the key to minimize risk, to minimize, 'di ba? Lahat naman ng type of investment has risk exposure. The more risk that you get, the more rewards you can get in the future. But it's just up to you on how you can actually tolerate that risk. Kung medyo bata-bata ka pa, 20 plus and 30s, sobra sobra yung tapang na sumugal because if you lose something today, you'll be able to earn it back in your 30s or in your late 30s. But for those who have like limited time already, like 50s na, 55, 56, and 57, usually these people are meant to go into a more safe, diversified, and low risk investment type, diba? So, I'm sorry. Hopefully, ma-explain ko yun, guys, in future vlog on what is 401k. Isa-isahin natin para maintindihan talaga ng ating mga viewers. And anyways, yun naman talaga yung reason kung bakit ako nagpa-vlog. Nagpa-vlog ako because I want to spread good information, useful information sa ating mga Conors na nanonood dito sa channel na to. And I am just so overwhelmed and thankful sa mga messages ninyo, mga good good comments, good messages ninyo sa akin, sa aking personal Facebook account. Thanking me that you've learned something from my videos. You've learned something from ano to, from the videos that I make or the content that I'm usually or discussing here in this channel. So thank you at maraming salamat. Last night was our New Year's celebration. So grabe, it was a blast. I am so happy. It was not so like grandiose or parang napakalaking celebration. It was just like a dinner with friends, close friends here na naging friend ko na at tumanggap sa akin dito sa Texas. I am just so thankful for them because that made my journey easier here in Texas. Though, ang dami pa rin mga challenges na kinaharap ko, but these people had made all of my, journey for the past 6 months. 6 months ba? No, siguro mga 5 months because I started here in August. So, mga 5 months here in Houston. But not actually 5 months because labas ako ng labas because of my mental stress. Mental stress! O siya, sige na guys, punta muna tayo ng gym para makapag-workout. See you there, mga shalak. Pak! Hello guys, ayan. Gabi na guys and kakagaling ko lang gym and paano na rin ako. Kumakain na ako ng aking post-workout. Sagutin natin or sagutin ko yung question ni ma'am about Roth IRA na hindi niya talaga maintindihan or 401k. Explain natin ng masinsinan. Yung kwento ko sa inyo. Para naman hindi masyadong yung parang mabigat. Yung hindi masyadong dibdibang explanation. Ang Roth IRA ay isang parang retirement savings plan, guys. So, at the age of retirement, makukuha mo yung pera. Ang kaibahan lang nito sa ibang retirement saving plan is that itong Roth IRA is first, pwede mong kunin yung ipinasok mong pera sa Roth IRA anytime if you want to. Pwede mong kunin yung ipinasok mong pera ha, hindi yung interest and earnings nakalakip nun pag pinasok mo na yung pera. Sa ibang plan guys, pag nagpasok ka ng pera doon ay at inilabas mo siya before 59 and a half, meron siyang 10% penalty. Pero sa Roth IRA, kapag pinasok mo yung pera doon, yung pera mo hindi yung earnings, tapos nilabas mo siya anytime if you want to before 59 and a half, it is penalty-free, it is also tax-free. Bakit siya tax-free even if you have not reached 59 and a half? Because yung perang ipapasok mo doon sa iyong Roth IRA is galing mismo sa iyong taxable net
income. In short, kapag sumahod ka sa iyong company or hospital, kapag dumiretso yan sa iyong checking account, that is your net taxable income. Na tax na yan. Yan na yung net mo. After tax na yan. So, pag dumating yung pera sa checking account mo, tsaka mo siya ipapasok sa yung Roth IRA. Now, meron ba itong tax deductible? Wala. Wala itong tax deductible at tax advantage for now. Pero in the future, kapag kinuha mo yung pera mo at the age 59 and a half, all of the money that you put in, dividends, yung earnings at growth ng pera mo, doon sa yung Roth IRA ay tax-free, penalty-free. So in short, kung lumago yung pera mo into $1 million, sayong-sayo na yun. Walang makikialam, hindi makikialam ang IRS para taksan ka. So yun yung yun yung ano ko. Yun yung mga dahilan ko kung bakit nag-Roth IRA ako. Kasi nga, at the age of 59 and a half, all of the money that you put in, and at the same time, all of the earnings, everything, lahat will be tax-free. Now, bakit hindi ko na lang ilagay lahat ng pera ko sa sa Roth IRA at meron pa akong brokerage account? Because ang siste kasi sa Roth IRA, guys, ay parang pareho lang din. Kasi nga, pwede kang, pagka-invest mo ng money sa Roth IRA or pagkapasok mo, kailangan mo siyang i-invest. Kailangan mo siyang i-invest. Gagalawin mo siya. Iti-trade mo siya. Pamimili mo ng mutual fund, if you want. Pamimili mo ng ETF, mga ganon. So, the reason why is because meron siyang max. Kung pwede lang maglagay ng $50,000, $30,000, or $20,000 sa Roth IRA per year, ginawa ko na. Because why would you want to be taxed, 'di ba, sa mga investment mo? Pero every year, meron siyang maximum contribution. Like for example, for last year, which is 2025, it is only $7,000. And for this year, it is $7,500. 7,500 yung kanyang max. So, one of the reason kung bakit kinukumbinsi ko kayo hanggang yesterday na mag-open ng Roth IRA is because before December 31 or up until December 31, because you can still contribute for the next year, which is 2025. Yung pag nag-open kayo ngayon, hindi na kayo pwedeng mag-contribute ng up until hindi na kayo pwedeng mag-contribute nung 2025 year. So, ang pwede na lang kayo mag-contribute is ngayong 2026, which is 7,500. It doesn't mean naman na kapag nag-open kayo, kunyari, yung sinasuggest ko last year, which is December 31, na mag-open kayo, hindi nyo pa-fanan yun agad. Meron kayong time from January up until April before the tax deadline para punuin yung inyong 2025 contribution. Para at least, kahit nag-open kayo ng late ng 2025, you still have contribution for 2025 and you still have contribution for 2026 for the upcoming, in which pwede nyo siyang punuin naman after April. Now, saan ba pwedeng mag-open ng Roth IRA? You can open your Roth IRA sa kahit na anong brokerage company. Like for example, yung Fidelity talaga yung alam ko, JP Morgan Investment, Self-Directed Investment, doon ako kasi doon yung bangko ko sa Chase. Pero if ever guys, yung yung company ninyo is ang 401k ninyo ay nandoon na mismo sa nandoon na mismo sa Fidelity, doon na kayo mag-open sa Fidelity. Tapos wala kayong Chase Bank account, mga ganyan. So, mas madali kayong mag-open doon. Or if you want, kung meron kayong Chase checking account, you can also open Roth IRA in JP Morgan self-directed account. It will reflect sa Chase app nyo din kung meron kayong Chase app or nasa Chase lahat ng mga kaperahan nyo, like me. So, whenever you go into your account, it will show up. Paano mag-transfer ng money? Madali lang. Lalo na kapag nasa JP Morgan kayo. Directed. Tapos ako, nasa Chase din lahat ng kaperahan ko. Ita-transfer ko lang. Transfer. Now, sinabi ko kanina, ang maximum amount is 7,500 or 7,000 last year. Pwede ba akong maghulog ng paunti-unti? Definitely yes. Pwede kayong maghulog ng paunti-unti or per paycheck. Ako, ang strategy ko, bago pa matapos yung taon, like for example, this year, for 2026 contribution, before pa March, max out na yan yung 2026 contribution ko, guys. Max out na yan. Lahat ng mga tax refund ko mapupunta sa Roth IRA ko. Most of my savings and investment fund na maiipon ko from January up until March is mapupunta sa Roth IRA ko. So before April pa, puno na yung max out ko na yung 2026 ano tong tawag na to? 2026 contribution ko for my Roth IRA. Now, anong gagawin ninyo pagkapasok sa inyong Roth IRA account? Guys, hindi nyo hahayaan lang na nandun sa Roth IRA nyo at hanging yung fund ninyo. Pagkapasok sa Roth IRA account ninyo, bibili kayo ng stocks. It's up to you kung paano ninyo palalaguin yung pera ninyo. Dito kasi sa Roth IRA, madami kayong option. Wide ang option ninyo. Hindi katulad sa 401k na meron lang mga plan na isi-select kayo. Dito, you can buy kahit anong gawin nyo sa pera mo. You can buy bonds, you can buy individual stocks. Doon hindi nyo magagawa sa 401k yung buying ng individual stocks. Not unless siguro kung nag-offer ng own company stocks yung hospital ninyo. Pwede kayong bumili ng bonds, ganyan, money market, lahat. Marami kayong wide ang option dito, guys. Now, depende na sa inyo at strategy nyo kung paano nyo palalaguin yung pera nyo. Now guys, hindi ko sinasabing gawin nyo ito, pero ito lang yung recommendation ko to make our life easier, to make your life easier, guys. Please, do not invest in individual stocks, do not invest in stocks that pays out yung mga dividend. If I were you, kapag nagsa-start pa kayo. Pero kung siguro maalam na kayo in investing, you can go ahead and explore. Pero for me, to make your life easier, if you are just starting to set up your Roth IRA, guys, please go to ETF or exchange-traded fund na mababa yung management fee or mababa yung kanilang parang charge sa pag-manage ng fund na yon, 'di ba? Or wag na nating i-complicate kasi hindi ko rin alam. Nakita ko lang sa mga videos sa YouTube about expense ratio and everything. Pero if I were you guys, para much simple, hindi ako financial advisor hindi ako nagmamarunong or something, sinishare ko lang kung ano yung ginagawa ko dito. It's up to you if you want to follow me or not. Kung gusto nyong i-follow yung mga financial, information na ini-spread ko sa inyo. This is not a financial advice. This is not a financial recommendation. To make your life easier, go to exchange-traded fund na mababa lang yung management fee and at the same time, it follows the S&P 500. Ano yung S&P 500? Ang S&P 500, siya yung parang group or group of companies, yung top 500 companies ata dito sa US, guys. Yun. Yung mga malalaking companies like for example, yung mga Microsoft, yung mga Meta, yung mga ganyan, yung mga sikat talaga. So, this ETF is yung pinag-investan ko, sasabihin ko sa inyo BOO ata, VOO or Vanguard something. Basta i-ano nyo na lang, kapag may appreciate nyo to, kapag nakapag-open na kayo ng inyong Roth IRA account or meron kayong brokerage account, VOO, ano pa, yung QQQM, mga ganyan, research about that, and then guys, yung return nito, it's average around 14, 17, or 18% of return per year. This year, I think 14 or 17%. So, higher than your regular high yield savings account na from 4% last year ay bumaba na po ng 3.4, 3.8, 3.6. O, di ba? So, go with this Roth IRA, guys, kasi napaka-powerful. Powerful investment or retirement account, guys. So, every year merong max out. Kung meron pa kayong tanong, guys, about Roth IRA, ano pa yung mga possible na pwede ko pang sabihin about Roth IRA, no? Parang nasabi ko na lahat. No, you can withdraw your funds anytime if you want to, tax-free, penalty-free, yung guys yung pinasok nyong pero yung earnings, you can also withdraw that, but they will charge you with 10% penalty, and they will tax you on that earnings if you will withdraw that before 59 and a half. So if I were you, kung pulubi na talaga kayo after 10 years, sus nakaipon kayo, yung halaga ng ninyo, halaga for example, after 10 years, ay ang halaga ng Roth IRA nyo is $200,000 na or mga ganon, di ba? After 10 years, meron na kayong $200,000. And then, yung pinasok nyo lang na pera, for example, is 130, tapos 70 yung earnings, for example, kaya 150, tapos 50 yung earnings. Guys, wag nyo nang kunin lahat. Kunin nyo lang yung 150 na pinasok ninyo. After that 10 years, kung kailangan nyo na talaga ng pera at namumulubi na kayo, dahil yung 150, kunin nyo lang yon para tax-free and penalty-free yung 150, and the 50%, ilagay nyo lang, kalimutan nyo na. Magugulat kayo after ninyong after ng 20 years, 15 years, yung 50,000 na mismo, hindi nyo na hinulog-hulugan yung Roth IRA ninyo. Magugulat kayo sa halaga after nun. So, kunin nyo na lang siya at the age of 59 and a half. Kung, for example, after 10 years, namumulubi na kayo, di ba? So, yun. Kaya, invested talaga ako dito sa aking Roth IRA. Now, once puno ko na for the year, for example, yung Roth IRA ko, guys, for example, after May, ay, puno na yung Roth IRA ko. So, anong gagawin ko na sa mga excess na pera ko? Ang gagawin ko, guys, ipapasok ko naman siya sa aking individual separate brokerage account na sa Chase din. Ganon din ang siste, guys. Ipambibili ng mutual fund, ipambibili ng exchange-traded fund. Ganon din, guys. The only advantage ng Roth IRA is it is tax-free and penalty-free once you get that at 59 and a half. And you can get all the money that you have put in before 59 and a half tax-free and penalty-free except for the earnings again and interest. Okay, bakit meron pa akong another individual or individual brokerage account na pambili ng mutual fund or exchange traded fund? Kasi meron nga siyang max. Kung wala lang max, guys, ilalagay ko lahat sa Roth IRA. Pero meron siyang max. Okay? Nakapanghinayang lang kasi sa individual brokerage account naman is once you get your money, of course, you can get that anytime. Penalty-free. The earnings, the dividend yield, lahat after 10 years, 12 years, and pwede mong gamitin or kunin lahat. Penalty free. Unfortunately, ang mangyayari lang is yung earnings mo sa tax brokerage account na yun will be taxed, of course. So, will be taxed, but it's just like 15%. So for example, nakapagpasok ako ng kabuang $200,000 and it grows to like 400,000 after 20 or 30 years, I will be taxed with the additional 200,000 na earnings. Hindi yung perang pinasok ko kasi hindi na nila yung tataksan kasi nga it's already taxed. You will only be taxed on your earnings from dividends from growth ng stocks mo or ng exchange traded fund mo. O siya, sige na, hanggang dito na lang. I hope meron kayong natutunan, mga Shalak, no? Kasi as in, hinimay-himay ko na talaga yun based lang sa kung ano yung alam ko. Kung meron pa kayong tanong, you can always PM me, guys. Sumasagot ako sa Facebook, personal Facebook account ko, Kan Masarik, if you really want to know about this Roth IRA. Okay, wala akong nakukuha dito, guys. It's just that gusto ko lang talaga mag-spread ng good and useful information sa mga bago dito. Imagine niyo 3 or 4 years na, pero medyo yung mga ibang corners natin is wala pa talagang matibay or anong may ano natin doon, yung parang konkretong kaalaman pagdating sa investment. Sayang naman yung time, guys. Time is very important in any type of investment. Have a good day and Shalak. Bye-bye. May pa-flying kiss pa.